Good afternoon. My name is Kelly Merritt, and today I will be informing all of you about the social exchange theory and communications. This theory is a psychological perspective. It explains social change in a form of negotiation between people. This theory states that all relationships between parties are formed from the benefits that it brings to each other. As stated on socialwork.tulane.edu, social exchange theory is a concept based on the notion that a relationship between two people is created through a process of cost and benefit analysis. In other words, it's a metric designed to determine the effort poured in the relationship by one individual in a person-to-person relationship. In more simpler terms, this means that people will make decisions by determining what outcome or reward they will have from being your friend or doing business with you, stuff like that. This theory is mainly seen as the theory that explains how social behavior is just an exchange process. This theory does not only pertain to businesses, but also friendships and relationships. In a public relations example, we might see that a perfume company might give out free samples to 300 people on a Saturday afternoon, but in return, they will most likely have at least 100 people buy or recommend the perfume to somebody else. By giving away a few samples, they would be earning more clientele, leading to a bigger profit in the long run. In social exchange theory, there are going to be positives or both negatives, or as they are called in this theory, cost. Some benefits might be receiving help when needed, borrowing money, getting free lunch, and some negatives could be returning the favor, feeling in debt, and having somebody remind you of what they did for you in the past. A good basic example of social exchange theory is friends. If you have a friend who always borrows money from you, that would be the benefit of them having you as a friend. And this would be seen as the social exchange theory in friendships. Examples of things that you can get out of friendships are not just money, but also companionship, fun, support, emotional, mental help, and anything in that range. Another great example of social exchange theory is romantic relationships. As shown in blendspace.com, there are a couple steps to this example. Step 1 would be sampling. People consider the potential costs and rewards of a new relationship and compare with other relationships that are available. So if I am dating guy A and guy B, I will compare and contrast who am I getting more benefits from. Do I choose guy A because he's better looking, or do I choose guy B because he buys me lunch and lets me borrow money every day? So step 2 would be bargaining. As the relationship develops, partners give and receive rewards. This tests whether deeper relationships is worthwhile or not. So if I choose guy B and he's giving me necklaces and roses every time I see him, then I might stay with him. But if he is just kind of ignoring me and not giving me anything, I might set him aside. Step 3 would be commitment. As predictably increases in the relationship, each partner knows how to elicit rewards from the other, and the costs are ultimately lowered. Step 4 would be institutionalization. Norms are developed within the relationship, which establishes the patterns of rewards and costs for each partner. So, for example, we can use that if I know that if I cook every day, I know that my partner will get me chocolates every day. So it's kind of an exchange. I'll do one thing so I can get the other. Many people happen to confuse the terms social cooperation and social exchange. In social cooperation, two or more people work together for a common goal or ending, as where in a social exchange, one person does something for the other so that they are able to receive something in return. Social exchange theory is one of the major theories in communication, especially because it is something that everybody unconsciously does in their everyday life. This theory is not just something that is done person to person, but is also done by businesses to person, big corporations to people. Although there are many different definitions for this theory, they all come together as one meaning and ultimately mean the benefit for the other. So overall, that is my speech on social exchange theory. Thank you for being here and listening. Have a good night.